Hello, Paul. How is the rising star of the prosecutor's office doing this morning?
Just fine, Victoria. Shall we grab a coffee and discuss the facts of this Heatherton case? This is the third death in a month caused by drivers texting or talking on their cell phones. The chief prosecutor wants me to make an example of your blonde bimbo.
Hold it right there.
Sorry.
My client has been driving for 6 years without so much as a parking ticket.
Nevertheless, your young lady needlessly killed 36-year-old Bill Philpott, a father of 2 young children. He was a loving husband, a well-known dentist and a very popular city councilor.
What you are seeing is the results of the addictive power of social media.
No. No. What I see is total disrespect for the law and the death of an innocent person.
I think technology and the irresistible pull of social media and texting has gotten ahead of drivers' sensibility.
Ha.
Paul, I won't let you or your boss increase my client's jail time because of earlier distracted driving deaths committed by others. To me, that would be immoral.
I think the facts will support a heavy penalty.
Let us hear those facts.
Well, first, the police have a confession. She was texting when the accident occurred. A clear indication of lack of attention on her part.
This verifies my point about the addictiveness of cell phones.
Records of her cell phone usage prove Miss Heatherton's continuous texting to and from work. As well, at lunchtime she drove to Fry's takeout texting round trip.
A normal pattern for cellaholics.
Next thing you will be saying cell phones turn people into zombies.
Only sometimes. Did she use her cell during work hours?
Yes, a lot, but I must say that activity appears to be job-related.
A responsible young woman who has integrated her cell phone into her work life.
Look, Victoria, man is dead. And in this town he was an important man. There was even a rumor he would be our next mayor.
I'm not arguing that my client is innocent. But I won't tolerate making an example of her by maximizing her punishment. Especially when there are other factors in this case.
Other factors? Come on, your addictive excuse is a very weak one.
It is one factor. But I said factors.
The case is clear-cut. She is guilty of manslaughter, distracted driving and dangerous use of a motor vehicle. I'll be asking the judge for 7 years without a chance of parole for 5 years.
One moment please, best you hear me out?
Don't take all day, I have real work to do.
Your crash victim Philpott has owned 3 new Lexus autos in the past 4 years.
So? He drove nice cars, what of it?
Nothing. But his dealership repaired the front of those cars a total of 5 times in those 4 years.
His insurance is clean. How do you know this?
I spoke to the garage's body shop foreman. All the repairs were paid for by the late Mr. Philpott with cash.
Cash. No records.
Right. The foreman also told me he repaired the cars Mr. Philpott hit in the rear end. Costs for the damages were paid in the same manner. Cash.
Proves nothing to this case.
Proves he had an extensive history of crashing into the backside of other cars.
So? Pardon my pun. Not very damaging to my case.
In one accident, Philpott covered the medical bills of Mr. Luke totaling $93,000. That rear-ender should have been reported to police as there was a serious injury, but neither the police or Philpott's insurance have any information about the incident on file.
Okay, my case is not clear-cut. What else do you have?
I saw the pictures of the accident down at the police station. It was a terrible tragedy, all right. I can tell you my client is completely devastated by her own actions.
Yeah, people are always sorry after the fact.
I did notice something else.
Not more. I was sure I had a strong case.
Well, Paul, there was one item that really bothered me.
Just one.
Mr. Philpott was on the way to a groundbreaking ceremony when he was killed. The pages of his speech were covered in blood and scattered across the 2 front seats of the car.
Ouch. Another kick to the gut for me and my case. I knew him as a very neat man. His office was always super clean and tidy. No, don't tell me. Let me say it. He was working on his speech while driving.
I would present that argument to the judge. And with all of Philpott's covered up rear-enders, I believe the judge would agree with me.
Okay, I want 3 years behind bars for your client and 24 months without a chance for her parole.
No, Paul. Jail time of 2 years less a day so she can serve her sentence here in the provincial penitentiary with parole at 20 months for good behavior.
How do I sell that to the boss? He was smelling blood.
We keep Mr. Philpott's name clean. We remain quiet about his accidents and the payouts. Then the press will not hassle his family.
Minimize the family trauma.
Yes. Only you, your boss, the judge, my client of course, and I will know all the details of the case.
Done. Victoria, I will handle the boss. He liked Philpott and wouldn't want to hurt the surviving close family members.